We have a couple new pieces of news today. The first one is this publication that came out this morning, and it's basically giving us the gist on the next generation sequencing plus OGM. The study itself was from a couple days ago, or rather like almost 10 days ago, but there is a bullish quote by the CEO in here. We're going to go over that, and that's the only really groundbreaking thing there, along with this beautiful article. Also, horrible extrapolation at the end here. I'm going to try to debunk that, at least to the best of my ability, and expose the fallacious nature of this argument, because it's just absolutely god awful. But I mean, just look at the title. The title is pretty sick, though. Look at this. I mean, this is fucking sweet. Implied sales growth of 1,100 by 2024. Beautiful. I know it sucks. I know BNGO sucks right now. It's going down almost every day. We're at 529. Like, oh, Brandon, come on. Brandon made the stock go up, right? Well, I'm not your mom. You gotta determine. You gotta watch someone else, or hopefully do your own research to determine what you want to do with your money. But I think we're looking pretty good pretty soon because of this indicator right here. I know I said the exact same thing a couple days or like a week ago when we were back at like $5.56 area. I said the exact same thing. I was wrong. I'm saying the same thing now though. And the reason is very clear because I mean, historically this indicator this indicator hasn't really been wrong when you're at 10 to 15 on the stochastic indicator. It's never been wrong really. So at least short or midterm, it's never been wrong. Anyways, so going over the first thing today. This is a publication that came out. There's nothing. Well, I'm not going to. Okay, if you want to read this word for word, go watch Richard Allen or Dr. Dean that just read it word for word. You could do that on your own, or go watch someone else. I'll give you the succinct version. Basically, next generation sequencing plus OGM, which is what we do. They were combined. They were able to find new stuff in one of the type of cancers for lung cancers, which is apparently is a leading cause of cancer-related deaths, which is actually crazy. And it's actually, although that sucks, right? That's horrible. It's actually good that sapphire is being used in here because the demand for that. Imagine the demand for that if it's the leading cause of cancer-related death worldwide. Also, the quote here is beautiful. So this is CEO. This is Eric. And you can pause right now and read it for you. Read it yourself. Okay, I'm not going to read all of this, but what I will read is this last bit because it's beautiful. We believe this trend will continue across all clinical research and applications where the combination of these two texts can provide greater insights for evaluating human health and wellness. Yeah, I know. It's like, this is kind of what he's been saying for months, Brandon. Like, come on, it's not that big. I know, but I mean, also this right here. Look at this, 1 base pair to 1 kilo base pair. Usually we are hearing 500 base pairs and less, and 500 base pairs and more, greater detection by the sapphire in the genome. Now it's 1 base pair to one greater than 1 kilo base pair because obviously it's both technologies. This is why it's going. This is why it's. If you're a BNGO shareholder, this is why you believe we're gonna do well. You believe optic genome mapping is going to be complementary to the sequencing technologies, and we're going to get sapphires left and right. So we only have like 100. We have less than 150 sapphires installed. If you believe OGM is as good as this study is claiming, or the myriad of studies, you must believe that over a long-term basis we're going to become profitable because it's just a matter of time if we continue selling sapphires, even at a low pace. It's only a matter of time. It's as simple as it gets. Also, look at this right here. The authors of this study claim that next-generation sequencing and optical genome mapping are complementary techniques in oncogene, if that's how you pronounce it, discovery and translational research applications since all somatic variants, yada yada. They're complementary. They can be used together, and that's only bolstering our case as a sales pitch. I mean, this is only publications like these lead to more sales. I know the price doesn't react to this. I know no one gives a shit. I know. This is still good news. So now on to this right here. Implied sales growth of 1,182% by 2024. This is from Molly Fool. Say what you want to about Molly Fool, right? But I mean, we can just go over most of this, right? Wall Street expects the sales to grow from 8.5 million in 2020 to 109 million by 2024. That's this amount of an increase, and that's pretty much all they say important there. And then here we go with the shit. Here comes the shite is about to pile up. Get ready. Okay, so the question mark at this point is whether Bionano will receive reimbursement in the U.S. for Sapphire. You're right. That is the right question. But if you listen to the earnings report, you know that the CEO said himself. Management said so many times. They made it a point in that earnings call to tell all the investors that they want the reimbursements and they're working their ass off to get them. What did they tell us they're doing? They're building LDTs. They got PLA codes becoming effective. They've got the CLIA lab. Okay, and he confirmed all those things are irrevocable, irrefutable, indefeasible evidence, man. That's the earnings call himself. It's not like I'm going off of some Reddit post here. That's just the earnings. That's just the management. So it's not really. And then at the end here, right? Don't get me wrong, the product is exciting, but with losses expected to continue for the foreseeable future, shareholders will have to exercise a lot of patience. That just implies that reimbursement is very iffy. Along with this first sentence, it does as well. That's kind of implicit on the first sentence as well. And I think that's a little misleading because we know that they're working their asses off to get that. And once they get it, okay, diagnostics, boom. Sales, boom, here. Okay, freaking millions in dollars in revenue. Okay, let's check the chart mill revenue projections right here. Let's check them out. Yeah, I know everybody's pissed off. Everybody's pissed off about Bionano being down. We're at freaking 529, which sucks. Well, just one thing to keep in mind is that, hey, if it doesn't fucking matter if we go down to even penny stock range in 2021, because if revenue and the Sapphires are going to do what everybody essentially is expecting them, we're only going to go up. And maybe people will say to that, Brandon, that growth is already priced in. No, it's not. Okay, I promise you, if we go from less than 10 million a year, which is what we're doing right now, or what we did last year at least, and this 2021 is going to be a little not that much higher than 10 million. We will go up. I promise you, if we go from losing 30 million a year to being profitable in a couple of years, definitely by 2025, if sales are relatively what the street is even expecting, we're going up. I don't know how much. I don't know if we'll be at 10 billion market cap or 5 billion or 3 or 50K. I don't know. But what I can tell you is that if the numbers are going to look something like this, I would look at the profit, this column, this row right here, and the total revenue, this row right here. If there's something like this, which is the base case scenario according to the DCF of Ragnaros, my favorite DCF that I've ever seen. Okay, well, I like it. I like it overall, but we won't get into that. But it's very good. Ragnaros did a great job, but it's over. I mean, it's actually going to be closer to 900% to 2,000% growth by roughly closer to 2030. So I mean, this article itself says it right here: 1,000% sales growth. Stop price, you could be seeing 9,000 to 2,000% over the next 10 years. If the Sapphire is going to sell relatively in line with my expectations and along with Ragnaros's base case projections according to this chart right here. Yeah, that's that's just to my understanding, right? Make your own damn opinion. I'm not your mom. Make your own opinion. But that's what I'll say. Now, technical analysis wise, I mean, look at it. Okay, let me maximize the chart for you. This is the stochastic oscillator. Look at the bottom here. I know it's like, Brandon, what the hell do these charts mean? I don't do technical analysis. It's actually really simple. Okay, every single time, except maybe once right here. And even there, you went up a little bit. So that's not even a full signal. That perfect signal right there. Okay, that one's like sideways. Absolutely remarkably perfect. I mean, spot on perfect signal right there. Okay, oversold. You buy in, and then you sell later when it goes way up. Which in this case, it went up over 100%. Right now, we are back in that territory. We are back in definitely oversold territory on the stochastic indicator. I'm not selling a fucking share. That's what it comes down to. I'm not selling. It's not because it's because of the Sapphires. It's because of the business and my investment synthesis. And I cannot wait for the day in the future if I'm right. Who knows? Who knows what the future holds? No one can tell the future, of course. I'm not the master of divination. But I think years from now, even next year, I even think next year that we'll look back on this and be like, and be not only laughing about it, but bragging about it to the bears, especially. I can't wait for. Well, for me, the Sapphire. I know it's like Brandon. The stock keeps going down. We invested in this for a reason, or at least I did. And the more news we get, the more earnings reports we have, the more freaking agreements that we get, like the new probe agreement that we got just right around the corner. Just what was that? 10 days ago? Not even 10 days ago. When was that? That was 10 days ago, wasn't it? Yeah. This stuff makes me so confident. It makes me exceedingly more confident, and it augments my it augments my faith in the company. Yeah, that's what it does. So here's the portfolio. Thank y'all so much. Feel free to check out Newsweek, link in the description to them. I'm still bullish. I'm still holding. And I'm not giving up, man. I'm not giving up. If this thing goes, okay, I mean, you guys can make, you know what, I'm not even going to do that rant, but I'll just, you know what, I'll just say this to kind of sum that up. If alumina went down, when alumina went down 20 years ago from $5 to, went down 20%, 50%, okay, or from $10, $30, whatever, plenty of people panicked. They missed out on the investment of a lifetime because of that panic. And with BNGO, it's gone up a lot. Now it's going down. People are losing hope. I think the product and the business justify an investment for me, for myself. You got to determine whether it does for you without any further ranting. Thank you so much. It's not financial advice. I will see you all.